Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Real Football Show. It's ZB, the True Blue Blue, with Frankie, and
The
we
true
are
blue
gonna,
blue.
yep, especially this week, and
Oh
we are
yeah.
going to talk about the awesome weekend of football that we saw, especially in the Premier League.
Oh yeah.
We'll be going over all the games, deep diving into the big ones. Obviously, it's West Ham Chelsea, then a surprising result for Manchester City and Tottenham,
Yeah.
and obviously rounding off with the great game that Arsenal had. Uh, so Frankie, first of all, what are your thoughts on the games that happened last weekend?
So basically, we have I can say like a couple of things. Of course, I agree with you. Manchester City lost. At least I thought it was like a draw, like 2-2 or something like that. But they played really bad. I think like that was pretty unexpected. And I don't have any. I feel like completely. uh how can I say? I am astonished about
Yeah,
like Liverpool performance also because and the game itself. I'm not astonished about Manchester United because we don't know what to say about it. I last time I saw like was like a work in progress team, but I think it's even worse. So I don't know what's going on. I'm pretty happy about like I was kind of sure about Chelsea. Actually, I talked to you before the game. Actually, I was telling you that it was going to be like a great game from Chelsea. Even Arsenal is doing his job, so its job. And also, there is another thing that I would like to talk about is Everton, which is a big rival of mine because as a Red supporter, but still like I mean, I don't want to talk about Everton. I just want to talk about one player, and you know about who. So, but
yeah.
let's start with Chelsea because we have a lot. We start from the first game of the week, so
Let's start with the
we
best.
we
Uh,
that's what you do.
Obviously, the big game of Chelsea West Ham. Chelsea just coming off probably not a good start, with a draw with Crystal Palace.
Uh,
But wow, what a performance! Started
yeah,
off a little shaky, with the early lead that West Ham got with the Lucas Paqueta screamer.
yeah.
But wow, Chelsea got back, and how?
Mhm.
Like everyone, we had five goal scorers, João
Yeah,
Pedro, Pedro
yeah.
Neto, Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, Chaloba. One of my key takeaways was, I keep hearing that Chelsea's over-reliant on Cole Palmer. I think
Mhm.
this result should definitely put a lot of those doubts to rest, whether
Yeah.
Chelsea can perform without Cole Palmer.
Mhm.
Obviously, he's a really important part of the team, but I think
Mhm.
just the overall performance, I still feel that there are areas of improvement, especially with set pieces. We are nowhere close to, I think, where I would want to see them. But overall, a great London derby, a great result for for Chelsea as we get into still in the initial parts of the league, but
Yeah.
that's going to give them a lot of confidence going in
I
next
agree.
week.
I agree. West Ham is plus you were playing in London, like in the West Ham Stadium. So it was a good win. Also considering that at the end of the day, you have the same total shoot like West Ham 12 each. But West Ham like shoot like only four times on goal, while you shoot on seven. So more than 50%, actually more than 60%. So yeah, that you can understand that's going to be that's the difference. That's a huge difference. Plus, yeah, I saw the game. I watched the game. Like I saw like a completely different uh, attitudes between the two teams. In the second half, especially, Chelsea was more direct, efficient, and actually they were playing like I was telling you the day of the game like they are like a hot. Chelsea was like a warm knife inserted in the butter. So like the defense of the West Ham was like the butter.
Yep.
So you could
Yep.
enter everywhere. It was a really really bad performance defensively speaking about West Ham.
Absolutely. Like especially in the second half, like Chelsea was so confident, just
Hmm.
dominated the game.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
the way they were attacking, the way they were kind of passing the ball, keeping possession. I
yeah.
mean, I couldn't have asked for a better half of play from Chelsea, in that game.
I completely, and that's how you said it was pretty good also for the moral, for the confidence, because guys, you won 5-1 in the West Ham Stadium, so it's not easy. Um,
Yes,
and
that is correct. Because,
yeah,
like, not only do we need those points, but we also need to keep the goal differences.
yeah, yeah,
Because I
yeah.
feel that in this season, there are so many teams that are
Mhm.
equally matched fighting for the title. And I feel that somewhere down the line, the goal difference is going to come into play.
Oh yeah, definitely. Considering also that there are a lot of teams that are right now, there is the beginning, so it's the right time for all the team to gather some points. So Mm, I can. Last time I was telling you like a 1-0 against Crystal Palace. Okay, you were playing Stamford Bridge, but it was not a bad result considering the team. Crystal Palace is coming from like a golden time. Like they won like the Charity Shield. They also did 1-1 on Sunday or Saturday, sorry, against Nottingham Forest. So they're still like making points. It's 1.1. Okay, they are not like 3 points, but still they played also they played the first two games of the season against Chelsea in Stamford Bridge and against Nottingham Forest. So and they gathered 2 points at the end of the day. That's not bad at all. So and they lost also East. So he left for Arsenal. So he moved to Arsenal. So let's see how it goes. But still, like I do believe that last game of Chelsea was not, at the end of the day, was not a completely defeat. It was not a defeat because you got 1 point, but also morally was not a defeat. So anyway,
Absolutely.
it's
I
good.
think there were more doubts about, whether the Club World Cup and just the short recovery period would
Hmm.
have an effect. And again, we're way too early in the season to
Yeah.
know the full impact, but at least the last game showed that we do have a lot of depth when it comes to our bench and the options that Enzo Maresca has with the team combination.
Uh-huh,
So
definitely. Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
something that I think everybody's gonna have a keen eye on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
moving on, the next big game on Saturday, obviously Man City Tottenham.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it an upset because I think that Man City was favored in this game going in.
Hmm.
And obviously, it didn't turn out the way that probably they would have wished for. But yeah, for Tottenham, I mean, again, if last week it was Richarlison, this week they had Brennan Johnson and João
Hmm.
Pena,
Yeah.
who kind of just, you
Yeah.
know, did the work for Tottenham. So seems like Tottenham is now actually I'm starting to see the hunger to actually win the league and take it seriously. It's no
I
longer a mid-table team that's just gonna spur a surprise in some of the
Mhm.
games, just given that they have lost some of their top players, to other leagues, and obviously Son to MLS, but
Yeah.
uh, it seems like they are finally getting their act together.
Yeah, I agree with you, but okay, it's still early because plus we know that Tottenham, as always, is not really consist. Is not historically known as a consistent team. So I just want to see. I'm just like we also have to say that one of the goal is clearly a huge mistake of the goalkeeper. So
Yes.
Well, at least Gigi is coming, so
Yeah,
maybe they will fix it. But yeah, I mean, also I was checking also the statistics. It's just like it looks like Manchester United usually is dominant. Like what I can see about domination is only related to the ball possession, which is 61%. Otherwise, it's just like shoot, total shoot is 10, and Tottenham shoot like the shot of the shoot, sorry, the shoots of Tottenham, like the total are 12. So, and the percentage is five total shoots on goal for Tottenham and four for Manchester United. But still, like it looks like it was like a really equal game. That's why I was surprised because there was no reaction, no way to play the move the ball in the same way that we're used to do. Like, sorry,
yeah.
mosquito. It was just like a totally. I wouldn't say unbelievable, but it was weird.
It
It
was.
was,
I mean, I can imagine Man City obviously like having a complete meltdown in the dressing room
yeah,
after that.
yeah. Ah, yeah,
And
yeah.
Pep probably scratching his face up again.
Yeah, broke everything, everything flying around
Yeah.
the locker inside the locker room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and obviously I mean, if I have to, there I do have some sympathy for the goalkeeper. I mean, he's a young kid,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
James
yeah,
Trafford.
yeah.
Obviously, but unfortunately, at this level, you cannot make the mistakes
Oh,
that
definitely.
he did.
That's the point. So,
So that's gonna take a real beating on his confidence,
mhm,
and obviously, Pep has to have a really good think about the team going into the next week and the week after, because this is a big defeat, uh, and they will really have to find a way to get back and start putting points on the board if they are serious about
mhm,
you know coming close to winning the league or coming even in top four.
mhm. I will see also with the keeper and about the market. Like I do believe Rodrigo will stay in Madrid. So even Savinho won't move to Tottenham. So even that one, uh, I don't think that beside like despite the goalkeeper, despite Gigio, there won't be so big moves. So I do believe that Pep will use the player that has right now. So we'll see how it goes. There was not also big game from Holland actually, right? So that's so weird.
Yes,
I
it
mean, like
wasn't.
the game. Holland is amazing player, but I was expecting more even from the first game. I mean, like usually he starts like three, four goals, five goals, six goals, something like that. But it's pretty calm. I do believe that. I don't know. I kind of feel like in November or December is the the court, the sentence, like about Manchester City. So I don't know. I feel like it's in the air and the team is suffering probably this kind of situation. I don't know because
I think I
usually,
agree. That's definitely got to affect them because it's
yeah,
nonstop in the news cycle.
yeah,
But kind of, if we have to talk about things on the pitch, I just feel that, for a while, Pep had this, magic formula, which
mm,
was De Bruyne in the
mm,
midfield and Haaland up ahead.
yeah,
And basically, all De Bruyne had to do was just
pass
pass
the
it to
ball.
Haaland's foot,
Yeah, yeah,
and he would get the work done.
yeah,
So I feel with that magic formula no longer uh, present in this Man City squad, uh,
hmm,
I just feel that probably that has thrown all of Man City's plans and like Pep's
yeah,
plan in particular,
yeah,
out of whack.
yeah,
So it's going to be interesting to see how they come back up. Uh,
yeah.
It's
sorry. I also think that last year was just like also the loss of Rodri, and the Rodri affects a lot also other players how they play, especially the Brewing last year. But basically, Rodri was the filter and was the one who was like organizing the architect of the team. So you can even see like last year, like after the injury of Rodri, there was like a series of bad performances from a lot of, except for Holland probably, but bad performances also from Foden, from
yes,
from Grealish. So I do believe that this this is um, this is a what where Guardiola has to work more on the pitch because it's that something like that he has to figure it out. Rodri is a huge loss. So, but I mean, they also didn't do anything about that because they bought Celik, which is who is like a basically a player like De Bruyne, more static, but it's like he's playing close to
absolutely.
Close to Alan, so
Yep, yep.
close to the striker. So we'll see how it goes. It's just like the second game, but that was like unexpected, totally unexpected. So
Absolutely. It was unexpected, and
yeah,
it's going to be this pretty much opens up the league. So
yeah,
which makes it great for, for us as a football fan and for all of the clubs who
yeah,
are trying to make it. So
yeah, yeah.
it's definitely good. And
Yeah.
then the obviously the other big one, Arsenal leads. Yeah,
I don't want.
as
I'm sorry. I don't want to say anything about it. You can speak because like 5-0. What can you say about it? So
I was gonna say, as they say in America, it was a blowout.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
there
yeah.
was
Exactly. It was a totally
the
blowout.
yeah, that was not. There's literally not much to talk
Mm.
about, and I think whatever we can think or analyze the game, Arteta probably would have done it 100 times more emphatically than we could ever do.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah,
you know, he had a great day in office.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
all I can say is it was a clinical performance.
Mm.
Yeah, Arsenal is looking good. So that's definitely one of the teams that will be watched closely. Uh,
Yeah. Probably the only bad news is the injury of Saka.
yes, and
Yeah,
Havertz.
yeah, and yes.
And so now
So
they've got Isaiah.
mhm.
So that's going to be a huge boost. Uh,
Yeah,
so let's see
we'll see. Let's
how
see.
how that
Mhm. Mhm.
goes for in the future. Moving on, the other one that
I would
obviously
like.
I
Yeah,
hate to
tell
bring it up, but actually I
me.
don't. Uh, Everton,
Yeah,
new
yeah,
stadium,
yeah,
big win.
yeah,
What a start!
yeah. Well, I don't want to talk about it because I mean they played really well. I just want to talk about this guy because this guy I always liked him. He's like an old style player actually because he doesn't run so much, he doesn't defend so much, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's a rock star. So
Mhm.
Grealish is a rock star. He's partying like a rock star. He's partying
He
like
is.
my friends in US, like they're drinking so bad. I mean, like they're rock star. They're drinking like rock star. But
Yes.
is incredible. Is incredible. And technically speaking, you can see like he was not like the two assists that he did were not like wow, were not like Ildiz playing for Juventus. He did two assists too on Sunday where he did something incredible, but something really really good. But it was just the fact that he was the aura that he had in the field was strong. You could feel it, you could see it. So he was playing like I remember Guardiola said, "I want to let him go because he has to feel the butterfly in the stomach." And I do believe that yesterday probably he started to feel some butterflies too because he was playing like if we saw if we were like looking for the real Grealish. So we were expecting the real Grealish, and he played like the real Grealish. So I'm pretty happy for that guy, and because he's good. I'm not happy about Everton, but I mean, like that's what. So they played against Brighton. Brighton is a pretty good team, so
Yes.
they did really good. 3 points, useful for useful to stay in Premier League next year.
Yeah, I mean Jack Grealish, I think he played really well for Man City. And obviously Pep saw something in him. That's why he got him from Aston Villa. Uh,
Yeah.
and then he just showed what he's made of on the pitch.
Yeah.
And I also want to make a special mention about the goalie Jordan Pickford,
Oh yeah.
who saved that penalty.
Hmm.
So I think
Yeah.
which was a lot of people say that Jordan Pickford plays well for England, the national team, but
Hmm.
probably not so good for Everton. And so I never agreed fully with that. And when I saw his performance in that game, I was like, I think I'm right. So
Hmm.
I don't see a difference. So he's another his save was one of the game turning moments for me
Hmm.
because that
Oh yeah.
gave Everton the boost of confidence.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If they were going to score 2-1, the game was still open. So yeah,
Yep.
definitely I agree with you.
Yep.
I totally agree with you. The only thing also, yeah, about Big Four, I agree. Like he played pretty well. We have to say also that I don't see any better goalkeeper in England. I mean, better than Pickford. Um,
I agree.
so that's it, right? We cannot say much more about it. So, but I agree totally with you. So,
Yep. So it's
uh, I'm just curious about like next game of Grealish if he's keeping consistent like with the performance of uh, of last week. So we'll see. I'm actually confident, but I'm pretty curious.
yep. Yep. And obviously the other games that were there, I think Burnley finally got some points on the board.
Hmm.
So against Sunderland,
Yeah,
which is good for the team.
yeah.
Uh, and again, Brentford,
They
they got a
won.
new manager,
Hmm.
so that's again a good win for them. Uh,
Yeah.
and then obviously, then there was
The
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth. I'm really like I just want to talk about this game a little bit because I'm just for mainly for two. I just want to talk about two topics. The Bournemouth. We always like from last year. It was a it is a good team. It is a good team. He will stay in the Premier League this year. They have some good players. They saw like the defender. I forgot to Real Madrid, Usen, and then um, they always got some new players. And they have a Tavernier, like the Scottish. He's Scottish, right? In the midfield, he's pretty good. So and he scored last week. They played pretty well. They scored they shot like for 14 times. And Wolves, that's the other topic. That's Wolves. I do believe that Wolves is team, one of the candidate to go back to championship last year because I'm losing like confidence every single game about this team even more and more because last week they didn't play, they didn't show any kind of intensity. It was just like okay, just do what you have to do. So I don't know, and I don't see any kind of movements in the market. So no improvement, and they have the money because they have the money from Cunha. So I don't know what's going on. I feel like we'll see Wolves next year and playing on Friday and Saturday.
Yep.
So
Lots to see about that. A lot of good games coming up. Also, the
yeah,
transfer window, what happens to Isaac? Uh,
yeah,
that'll
oh
also
yeah,
be interesting to watch. But we've got a keen eye on that, and whatever is
Yeah.
the update, we'll definitely talk about that in our next show,
Mhm.
right here at the Real Football Show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So great week, great games, great season. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Frankie, any last words before we close out?
I'm just happy. Also, thank you for to let us to let us get your like a wonder boy, wonder kid, Rio. Thank you so much.
Happy to help out. All
Okay,
right,
guys.
guys. We'll
Thank you
see
so
you again
much.
soon. Bye.
Bye bye. Bye.